This is a Headgum podcast.
Hi, Sasheer.
How are you?
I'm good. I was just lamenting about how my body is dumb.
No, it's not dumb.
Well, it's frustrating.
Yeah.
Because I will be exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
And the minute my head hits the pillow, it goes, should we look at our phone or watch a movie? Or maybe clean up a little bit?
Yeah. I have that issue too. I also my go-to is the phone. But sometimes there are times where if I do turn off the lights and I am fully laying down and I'm trying to go to sleep and it's not happening, then I'll journal. Try that. Doesn't always help. These are just things I've done. Doesn't mean I go to sleep immediately. Journal or start cleaning and be like, because I also saw a video that was like, if you can't go to sleep, go do something. Like,
be productive.
Yeah.
I've never seen you struggle with sleep. I have only seen you be awake and then sleeping. Watching movies.
Yeah.
Sharing hotel rooms. Never once have I seen you like toss and turn and struggle. I feel like you snuggle down and then you're hunk shoeing.
I think it's in my own damn bed that is a problem. Like, if I'm watching TV, yes. But then I'm on the couch or on your couch and I'm not in my bed.
No.
Then I have to transfer myself to my bed and then I'm wide awake.
You're Katy Perry. Wide awake. Katy Perry's having a tough time on tour.
I know. I wish we did see her.
It's not nice to say she's having a tough time on tour and then laugh. But she almost fell out of the damn sky on that like horse thing.
Apparently she got electrocuted.
She got
recently.
electrocuted. Her whole ass husband left her. It's not funny.
It's not great.
But it is wild.
Yeah.
That's some karma energy that like I hope I never put out into the world that it comes back to me like that.
I mean, do you think like her equilibrium got a little knocked off when she went to space? And things just never really settled back to where it was supposed to be?
Maybe. I haven't heard much from Gail. Who else went to space? Maybe everyone's having trouble.
Maybe. I hope not.
Who else went to space?
Oh, some really impressive people, but I can't.
Sasheer. Some really impressive people.
No, for real. Like, there's one woman who like was trained to be an astronaut as like a scientist who was like supposed to go to space, and like this was the trip that she went on.
That's fucked up. You went to astronaut school for however many years. You're a trained astronaut. And they said you can't go to space, but what you can do is orbit around with Katy Perry. I would shoot myself in the face. That is terrible. That's what you get?
I think, like, I guess, you know, when they were arranging this trip, they were like, we do need some science people, some space science people, not just, like, celebrities. And, yeah, like, people were like, wait, everyone's talking about Gail and Katy Perry, but there's actually some really cool people on this thing.
But here's my thing. Why did Gail and Katy Perry go? If I have a mission, if I'm going to the grocery store, I'm not picking up friends to come with me.
Wait, why not? I'll go to the grocery store with you.
Because it's out of the way. It's out of the way to have them come.
But if I'm, like, around the corner, you're not going to take me to the grocery store?
No, I'm on a mission. I have to get the things on the list.
Okay.
No, we don't do good at the grocery store.
No, we get lost and...
Remember when we tried to make that thing? And
it was like some pasta dish or something?
Yeah, and we watched the video over and over and over again, and Mateo was like, why don't you just read the caption?
Yeah, you're just watching the video play, and you're like, basil, mozzarella. And I was like furiously trying to type it as you're reading it instead of pausing it or going to the website and looking at the recipe.
Or literally looking at the caption. The caption, I have learned since that moment, the caption always has the recipe.
But neither of us caught it. I was like, okay, all right. What's the next one?
And I'll tell you something. I had John make me, it was like butternut squash, pasta, chicken stuff. I don't know. But this one didn't have the recipe in the caption. So you better believe I screenshot
each step?
Yeah.
That's really funny.
He was really mad at me. He was like, what? This is hard. He was like, it's against a picture and it's just like kind of blurry. And I was like, you'll make it, right?
But there is an app that you can like pin things like you find on TikTok or Instagram and then it'll write the recipe out for you. I forgot what it's called.
Probably fueled by AI, and I'm anti-AI.
I think everything has AI.
I think so too.
Yeah.
But I turned off the AI on my phone, and on Twitter, I blocked Gronk.
Okay.
That's the name of their AI, Gronk.
I know.
I don't trust anything named Gronk. That's the name of a smart thing? Gronk?
It does sound like a caveman.
Yeah, Gronk, tell me the truth.
Yeah. But like, there's still AI on Instagram and also Google when you search stuff.
Why are they pushing it so hard that I have to accept it?
I don't know.
I keep talking about AI.
Well, it's everywhere.
And it sucks.
Yeah, I don't love it.
No, I want things from people.
Also, I keep seeing things where, like, ads where it's like, AI, this product. And I'm like, is it AI or is it just technology? Like, there was like, AI glasses. And I was like, well, how are the glasses AI? What do you mean? And I still
what you see is not what you're actually seeing, dude.
Yeah. And I was like, are these just transition lenses or just like, or the ones that video record? I was like, what about these are AI? Because it's like artificial intelligence. Like, it has to be doing something on its own. These are glasses. What are you talking about?
Isn't that wild? We're ruining communities so people can wear glasses.
Yeah.
People died so I can wear these. Like, that's crazy.
People
what are we
don't
doing?
have water because of these.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
It's nuts. Get me an office. I'll fix everything. Imagine
an office?
Yeah, give me an office.
Just any office?
Well, I said in office, but an office is funnier.
Just get you an office. She'll get
rent
on
it anywhere.
That's the only thing stopping you is the fact that you don't have a space to do this.
Yeah, I need a space and a desk, Sasheer, and a window. And I'll get things done.
Okay, well, that might be a little hard to get a window.
Oh my God. Oh, I watched a movie last night. Lucky Number Slevin. Have you seen it?
I haven't even heard of it.
Me either. But you better believe Ben Kingsley's in it.
Okay.
Morgan Freeman's in it.
Like that.
Josh Hartnett's in it.
Love that.
Lucy Liu is in it.
Love that.
Corey Stoll is in it before Ant-Man fame.
Okay.
Other people. Bruce Willis is in it.
Okay.
And he's got different hairs.
That's
the
fun.
wig department was eating.
You better say those trendy words.
Eating. They were eating on that set.
Nice.
But it's a really fun movie. So for the first 30 to 40 minutes, you're going to be like, what is up? And then like the last half hour, you're going to be like, well, that was up.
40 minutes is a long time for me to not know what's up.
Well, I'll tell you this, the sets are fun. It's very 2000s.
Okay.
It's very like Todd Oldham or like, oh dang, who am I thinking of? Allie, can you look up who designed the Parker Hotel in Palm Springs?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And what is this movie about? You don't know until 40 minutes in.
It's very Jonathan Adler in the early aughts. Thank you so much. It is about a man named Slevin who has a case of mistaken identity. And Lucy Liu lives across the hall. And she comes on over and he's in a towel. And then he's in a towel for a lot of the movie, which is a real treat for all of us. And then he's in it's a case of mistaken identity and they think he owes a bunch of money to some mobsters. But then there's this like backstory in the beginning that you have to watch. It'll make sense later.
All right, cool. I can't wait.
And Josh Hartnett's hair is so wild and free. I love Josh Hartnett.
I do too.
I thought he was going to have a real career resurgence, but I'm like, where have you been?
Yeah. Has he done anything after Trap? Was it called Trap?
Trap? What do you mean? What's it called?
I couldn't remember if it was Trap or Trapped.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Trap.
Okay.
One of my movies of the year last year.
It was great. I loved it. I had a blast.
saw it twice. It was one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
When someone gets snatched in a white van. I screamed. It was delightful.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if he's been in anything since. I want him to be.
Yeah.
He's on The Bear.
Oh, there you go. That's a successful
Oh, that is a
show.
very successful show.
Yeah.
Josh Hartnett's on The Bear. I'm going to watch it.
Nice. And speaking of animals, I saw a woodpecker in real life.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
In my tree.
No, you didn't.
I did.
What did it look like?
It had like a red hat.
No.
Not a hat.
No.
It was like the top
I
of it.
saw a real bird. What did it look like? It had a hat on.
Well, it was like the top of its head was red.
Okay, a red feather?
Red feathers. red hair, red feathers,
Red hair.
and then like black and white speckled feathers on the rest of the body.
And was it peck in the wood?
Yes, I have a video I can show you. I
Oh,
have damn proof.
you do?
Do you want to see?
Kind of. Because I don't believe you.
It's true.
I don't know. You said it was wearing a hat. So I immediately was like, no. I caught the raccoon on camera in my backyard the other night.
Oh my goodness.
He was a big boy.
What was he doing?
Oh, just roaming around. Sometimes he takes baths in the pool.
Pretty funny. Okay.
Whoa. I don't know what I thought a woodpecker looked like, but that sure is not it.
Can you hear it pecking?
Yes, I could hear it pecking.
It's pecking the wood. It's a woodpecker.
I'm agreeing with you now.
Okay.
I'm on your side now. I'm
just furthering the case to be like, see, it's not just a bird, it's a woodpecker.
You don't have to further the case. I'm watching it. I'm watching the proof.
Okay.
And I'm saying that's not what I thought a woodpecker would look like.
That's also not what I thought a woodpecker would
What
look
does
like.
Woody look like?
Yeah, Woody looks like he has like a very thin beak.
Mm-hmm.
And I think thin all around.
Not fit for packing.
Yeah.
Because that one's built.
This is a strong.
Yeah, that one's
You
like,
gotta be strong
it's
to
got a
peck.
thick neck.
I'm working out.
What? When did you see that?
Yesterday. Yesterday morning.
Yesterday.
As a matter of fact, I saw it yesterday. I was sitting in my yard, and there was actually a lot of activity happening. There was the woodpecker, there was a rabbit that like ran past, there were a bunch of bees and butterflies, hummingbirds were just dancing in the sky. Nice.
Hummingbirds are just dancing in the sky. That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
I have like raccoons and my neighbor who cuts her grass with scissors. My neighborhood's not magical. Yesterday, she stopped me on the street and she was like, Nicole, hello. And I was like, hello. And she was like, how are you? And I was like, good. And she's like, I'm not good. My back is aching and I can't walk anymore. But she was walking around and I didn't know how to be like, it might be painful to walk, but like you are walking?
I feel like if you said that, she would have immediately fell down. I don't know if you know this, but you're walking.
No! Help me, Nicole!
I can't be walking.
And then she was cleaning up the street like she does. And then she was like, and then it's dirty all over again. And I was like, yes. And then she was like, call me if you need anything. You have my number, right? And I said, yes, but I don't think I do.
What could you possibly need?
I don't know.
Yeah,
She needs things.
for sure.
Like she needed ginger ale once because her dog had an upset stomach.
Yeah.
Don't make that face. I don't understand it either.
Yeah.
And then she needed milk because her dog drinks milk.
Oh, do you think maybe the dog's upset stomach was because it was drinking milk?
Yeah, most definitely. Yes, I think that's the cause and effect.
Oh, no, this poor dog.
Yeah, and then John, when he was living with me, went to go get her ginger ale once, but got her, I think, cans, and she wanted a 2-liter or vice versa.
Can't be picky when you're asking for things.
Yeah, she didn't say thank you. She just said, oh, it's not the other. So yeah, that's the magic that happens near my house. Hummingbirds in the air, woodpeckers pecking. I got fat raccoons slithering around my backyard.
So sorry.
It's okay. It's kind of cute, but I do have to fix my gate.
Yeah, because that's how they're entering.
Yes.
I did stumble upon, and by stumble, I just like was on the street. My across the street neighbor was getting rid of a wicker outdoor chair.
Oh.
You know I love chairs, and I was
You
like,
snatched that right
I
up?
did. Well, I texted him and I was like, why are you getting rid of this chair? It's so great. And he was like, I don't need it anymore. Because I was like, because I also wanted to be like, is something wrong with it?
Is it rotted?
Yeah.
Are there bugs?
He's like, no, it's perfectly fine. We just don't have room for it. And I was like, well, I'll find room. And it's going to be on the outside. But it was like too heavy and cumbersome for like just me to move it.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked him to help me. And we were like going down the front steps and he slipped. And he like,
Did he fall?
He did fall. And then, but like the
Is he old?
He's older. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I was like, are you okay? And he was like, yeah, I'm fine. He popped back up and I was like, okay. But like, you have to let me know if you're not okay. And then we like finished moving it, and they started like looking around the house and like being like, "Are you gonna fix this?" Oh, let's. Like, he was like trying to like be helpful in other ways, and I was like, "Are you okay?" And I texted him later. I was like, "Just checking on you." And he's like, "I'm fine." He like changed the subject, and I was like, "Okay."
I think sometimes masculine leaning people get very like defensive about being hurt, where it's like, hey, just be hurt.
Yeah, like I'll get you something if you need it.
Yeah, do you need an ice pack? Do you need Bengay?
Yeah, some Advil, something.
Some tea?
Yeah, he was like, "No, I'm good." And I was like, "Okay."
I really love that you're going through the garbage stealing people's chairs.
I'll never stop. I've done it. I've done it all my life.
I've done it all my life.
Done it from New York to LA. I'm gonna always go through the trash.
You know what's wild? I had so much trash furniture in my house in New York. Never got bed bugs, which was, great. But yeah, I just like couldn't stop, wouldn't stop.
Yeah.
Like even in college, all of our stuff was just from the trash.
Yeah. Because people like, and also I've discarded things or like not thrown it away, but like been like, I'm done with this furniture piece, but it's still good. And like a friend would take it or something. But like, yeah, most of the time it's a fine piece of furniture.
Yeah,
they just don't want it anymore.
Done with it. I have, I don't think anyone's going to want this because it's been outside and they don't make outdoor furniture to be outside.
I know.
It's a lie.
It's like, why is it deteriorating?
I simply don't know.
Yeah.
I have it's like a little 2-seater, but it's falling apart. So I think what I have to do is actually like take it apart and be like, you don't want this, and like put a sign on it.
Yeah, otherwise it's going to take it.
Yeah. And then they'll be so disappointed with how it's going to just fall apart under like a little bit of pressure from your butt.
They're going to put a bad Yelp review for your trash.
My neighbor next door loves my trash. I put out a bunch of shoe boxes and she took them.
Oh my gosh.
And I didn't like break them down, and she was like, I'm taking them for the children. I don't know what children need shoe boxes.
You know, all the hungry children who need shoe boxes.
They're hungry for that cardboard.
Uh-huh.
My mother was also a trash lady.
Yeah.
Our piano was from the trash.
Oh.
My dollhouse was from the trash.
Uh-huh.
And my sister had a dollhouse that my mom like had bought, and we just disagreed on everything on the interior. She wanted like plain, boring stuff, and I wanted to wallpaper that dollhouse. So then she got me the trash one, and I was so excited. One would think I'd be like, no, I want to wallpaper the nice one, but I was like, no, this trash one will be what I want it to look like.
And what did it look like?
It looked like trash. Like I wallpapered it and stuff.
What did you wallpaper it with? Like construction paper? Like actual wallpaper?
Have you never been to a Michael's?
Yeah, I've been to a Michael's, yeah.
They have wallpaper for dollhouses. It's scaled down.
Why would I know that? I had no clue. Never would have thought there was actual wallpaper for dollhouses.
Yes. Well, there's dollhouse furniture.
Yeah.
There's dollhouse accessories.
This is true.
So there's wallpaper for dollhouses.
Of course. I don't know what I was
But
thinking.
there's not really paint for dollhouses. You just have to buy the samples that are smaller. Because you're not going to need a gallon of paint.
Certainly not.
And you can wire a dollhouse so that the lights work.
That's fun.
We never got to that point. And then when we moved, we left those dollhouses for the 2 little girls who moved in after us.
That's really cute.
Isn't that nice?
That's very nice.
Probably in the trash now.
Well, definitely. I'm sure they grew up and maybe destroyed the dollhouses at some point.
Why would you say that?
Well, because they're kids.
Why would you say that they destroyed it?
I mean, not like, like hammer it, but, maybe they played so hard with it that eventually it fell apart.
I thought you thought they were hammering my hard working arts and crafts.
No, they really appreciate it for years.
Okay, thank you. So did you not have dollhouses growing up?
I guess I didn't.
Did you have Polly Pockets?
No.
Malibu dream houses?
No, I did have Barbies.
So where did they live?
In my house?
That house is too big.
Yeah, I don't remember having a smaller house for them.
Did you have cars for them? Did they travel?
I do think they had cars, yeah.
Okay. What kind of cars?
I don't remember. I'm not a car person.
I know. But I remember my sister had it was like a 65 Cadillac that her Barbies drove in. And I didn't like it because it was too big. My Barbies had a white Ferrari. And they had a Jeep Wrangler, a pink Jeep.
Oh, that's fun.
And I think a Camaro. I think that one was a hand-me-down, so Catherine had that one.
Okay.
Which was not nice. I was always like, I'll take the new things. But yeah, I can't believe your like dolls didn't have a home. You had homeless dolls. Unhoused dolls, if you will.
I did have
living in a shelter of your house.
But they always looked nice.
They always looked nice. Well, should probably take a break.
Okay.
Persona Nutrition delivers science-backed, personalized vitamin packs that make daily wellness simple and convenient. In just minutes, you get a plan tailored to your health goals. No clutter, no guesswork, just grab-and-go packs designed by experts. Boy, oh boy, your vitamins come in convenient daily packs for morning, evening, and bedtime. No more clutter, no more guesswork. Get a personalized supplement plan in just a few minutes with Persona's free online assessment. With your subscription, you get unlimited free nutritionist consultations, which are included in your plan, so you're never on your own. Daily packs are delivered right to your door, making it easy to stay consistent with your health goals. I simply love having these daily packs because I get so confused. I'm like, what do I take in the morning? What do I take in the evening? And this makes it so simple for me. It's just a no-brainer. Go to personanutrition.com/bestfriends today to take the free assessment and get your personalized daily vitamin packs. For an exclusive offer, get 40% off your first order. That's personanutrition.com/bestfriends. Take the free assessment now. And we're back.
We're back.
I've been thinking, do you ever think you're like, I need a hobby, but you are like kind of busy and don't need a hobby?
Mm-hmm.
That's where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
So I have this like crescent moon thing that's on my wall. It is like a shelf system, if you will.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it.
But it's so small you can't put nothing in it.
Right.
So I was like, what if I turn it into a faux terrarium with like fake foliage and fake trees and flowers?
Yeah.
I don't have time. I simply don't have time for that.
Yeah.
I gotta go to Michael's, pick out all this stuff, and then hot glue.
Or could you just order it to your house?
I could, but I'm trying to be more mindful about what I order to the house. I got rid of Prime.
Nice.
I have it through December, so
So you can still use it.
I can still use it. But I did cancel it because I think it's wild that I order things and they come tomorrow.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
So I was like, let's not do that anymore. I'm trying to be old school.
Now, is it detrimental for like gas purposes, like petroleum, or like? I know there's downsides to it, but like, what do you know are the downsides of having it come tomorrow?
I don't know. I was walking around my house the other day before I canceled it, and I was like, where the fuck is this dumb thing I ordered? Why isn't it here? And I was like freaking out because it wasn't there in a day. And I was like, listen.
Oh, so it's for yourself.
Yeah, kind of.
I see. Got it.
It's insane that I have this like sense of entitlement that like shit's going to arrive to my house the next day. Also, I went on Amazon to watch a movie and I had to fucking pay for it. Then what the fuck is Prime for?
That is a really good point. Yeah, if it's on Amazon Prime and I have Prime, I should be able to watch it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then did you know Apple doesn't have everything you ever want to see?
No, they don't have everything.
Why not? If I'm renting it, why don't you have everything I want to see? I'm so mad.
I don't.
And I was trying to watch Lucky Number Slevin,
and
Amazon was like, sign up for Sphere. And I was like, what is Sphere?
Who's Sphere?
I don't know.
Yeah, there's so many random, I'm sure they are real companies, but like, why do I have to get this thing in order to watch a thing?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I want a Blockbuster to open up.
That'd be so nice.
Listen.
They should.
They really should.
Yeah.
Because at 8 p.m. last night, I was fiddling around on my TV trying to watch Lucky Number Slevin.
And who told you about Lucky Number Slevin? Why were you why are you in the mood to watch it? You didn't stumble upon it? Like you were
I've never seen it before in my whole life.
Well, how did you get into
I needed to watch it. I am watching all of Josh Hartnett's filmography.
Okay.
No, I'm not. The nice man in my life was like, I think you'll like it. And I said, oh, okay.
Nice.
But at 8 p.m. last night, if there was a Blockbuster, I would have gone to the Blockbuster.
That would be really nice if it had a resurgence.
Right?
They still exist. They at least tweet. Like,
I think there's one left.
Oh.
And I think it's in Arkansas. Don't quote me.
Okay. I'm going to quote you.
No.
Nicole told me.
No. Allie, will you look up where it is?
Yeah. But yeah, I think that'd be great. Because we can't. It's frustrating to like not find the thing you're looking for because it doesn't exist anywhere.
Isn't it nuts?
Mm-hmm.
The last Blockbuster is in Bend, Oregon.
Oh,
Okay.
I was wrong. I said Arkansas.
Yeah, it's just Oregon.
Arkansas is here and Oregon's there.
Good job.
At least I think. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. That feels right.
Do you remember when I went to Sundance and I had no idea where Utah was? And it was so cold.
I couldn't believe it.
There was dogs dressed more warmly than me. I was in like just a jean jacket.
And like Converse. Like didn't have snow boots. People are.
I had no idea. Blew me away. I thought it was in this. I don't know where I thought it was. But I know it was. Where is Utah? California's here. Nevada's here. I don't know.
It's kind of like, isn't it like in like this little quadrant with like Nevada, Utah, Arizona? What's the other one? What's the fourth one? Yeah.
Isn't Colorado up?
Oh yeah, I think it's Colorado, maybe then Utah, Arizona, Nevada.
Allie, can you pull up a map of the United States of America?
We gotta figure this out.
I mean, kind of. We learned this in school.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Did not retain it.
Mm-mm.
I constantly don't know where I am. I'll be like doing shows and I'll be like, where am I?
Am I high or low?
Whoa, that's not where I thought
New Mexico
Utah was.
is Utah, Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona, and then Nevada's between California and Utah. But this scale looks crazy to me. That's not how I thought it looked.
That's not how I thought Utah. You know, I think I thought Utah was where Idaho was. And then I thought Colorado was up north. Whoa, Colorado is down.
This is down, man.
And you know
It's
what?
so down.
Wyoming, I've never ever thought of. Never my whole life have I thought about Wyoming and where that
It's
place
also a
is.
surprise to me that it's just there.
It's just there and it's just a perfect square. What the fuck? And then Minnesota, I don't think I knew it bordered Canada. I knew Wisconsin. No, I don't think I knew it had lakes. The Great Lakes. I knew Michigan did.
We know Michigan does, yeah. Wisconsin has access to the lakes too.
Interesting. So is Colorado considered the South? Or no?
I
New
thought it was, like,
Mexico starts the South?
Yeah, New Mexico's the South.
Arizona's the South.
I guess I always thought Colorado was the Midwest, but it's not in the middle. It's
No.
kind of to the south and to the west. Is it Southwest?
Is Missouri the South?
Yeah. Missouri
Because
is Midwest.
Is like
the South?
canonically the South, sure, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is wild as hell, y'all. Because on the East Coast, the South kind of starts up. Like pretty high up because Kentucky is the South, but Kentucky and Kansas are kind of parallel.
Can we get another map to compare? Because I really feel like I'm not believing it for some reason.
I'm not believing it.
I feel like everything's kind of right, but like the scale
is
just
so
feels
funny.
crazy to me.
You don't believe it?
I don't believe it.
I don't believe that map. No.
We need a different map.
Sure don't. That was kind of a wild map.
Right? It just felt like
Wyoming seemed so prominent. It was like a real like map by Wyoming.
Yeah, but, like I feel like someone's having an agenda.
Yeah. We want you to see Wyoming.
Some of these states feel real big compared to the other ones.
I will say Wyoming is not as prominent. I barely clocked it.
Maybe it's the colors.
Oh, maybe. So Oklahoma is the South.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like when I went to Oklahoma, they were like, you're not in the South. And I was like, what?
What did they say?
I think they said I don't know. It was a show, so people were screaming at me.
Oh. I mean, to be honest, the Midwest is not even in the middle. Or west. It's actually pretty east compared to the rest of the country. Now that I'm looking at it, now that I'm really analyzing it,
Yeah.
it's pretty east and north.
Pretty east and north. Yeah, what is Montana? What's that considered? North? Just the north?
Wait, where's Montana? Oh, I see it.
Next to North Dakota, also
guess-
bordering Canada. Did you know?
I honestly never thought about the Dakotas.
Did you know Idaho borders Canada?
Apparently a lot borders Canada.
This is crazy. We share so we could get into Canada easy.
Do they know?
Do they know from Washington, Idaho, Montana, North Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin via boat, Michigan via boat, Ohio via boat? I think the tip of Pennsylvania you could get in there. New York, Vermont, and Maine. We can invade. And New Hampshire. Whoa.
Let's get them.
That's crazy compared to Mexico, where it's just California, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, and by boat, Louisiana.
It's true.
Well, I guess you can't even really count Louisiana because that's really by boat.
It's like that's a far journey. You wouldn't do that. My goodness.
Wow. And Alaska borders Canada. How did we get Alaska? That seems weird.
I actually don't know. I don't know the history
whole
about that.
country in between our state?
Mm-hmm.
That's just like, I think one of our territories is Samoa or Samoa.
Maybe Samoa. Is that ours?
I think some of it is ours.
Oh.
I think. What are our territories? Well, I know the U.S. Virgin Islands,
Mm-hmm.
Puerto Rico. Trying to think of. I think it's like the U.S. Samoa or Samoa. I heard someone say Samoa, and I don't know what's correct.
I don't either. I don't know. Like France and France.
Just like that. France and France.
Well, yeah, like when if people,
Do the French say France?
I think so,
Wow. Oh, welcome
or like
to France.
Bangladesh.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
But you've been to
I've been to Bangladesh. Yes.
The U.S. has 5 permanently inhabited territories: Puerto Rico, U.S. Virgin Islands, Samoa.
but only part of Samoa, right?
Yeah, there's a
Because
yeah, it's called the American Samoa. So sorry, there must be a differentiation. And then Guam, and then the Northern Mariana Islands.
Oh,
I've never heard of
Yeah, where are the
me
Mariana
either.
Islands?
Yeah, where are they at?
Mm-hmm. Who's Mariana?
Yeah, who's Mariana? Why is she at the islands?
Well, now we have that. She don't have any anymore.
Yeah, she don't have them at all. They're just named after her in memory.
Mm-hmm.
I was on the internet this morning, and there is an island off of India. Maybe it's not even. Yeah, it's an island off the coast of India, where the people who live there they reject modern technology.
Ooh.
They reject everything. They don't let people come in. They shoot like low-flying planes. They shoot people who try to talk to them. So it's illegal to go there because it's dangerous for you. And I kind of like it.
I do like that.
I kind of want to I want to go and live. I don't want to learn. They're not affected by AI.
Yeah, but you couldn't go there because you get shot.
Yes, but I'm friendly looking. I think they would be like, well, not her.
I feel like that's like a girl being like, well, I can change him. He won't be bad to me.
Yes, Sasheer, and I'm that girl. Allie, sorry. Can you look up what that island is called? Wow, really into geography today.
We're learning.
But will we retain?
No.
Okay. So the Mariana Islands, also just called the Marianas, and it is in the Northwest Pacific Ocean, by Hawaii.
Oh. Okay, now can you look up
And the Philippines.
island off of India with people who don't like people?
Island off of India.
I'm the
Oh, with
worst.
Literally, I say when I type in island off of India, it fills in with hostile natives.
Oh my God.
North Sentinel Island, located in the Andaman Sea. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Is home to the Sentinelese people, who are known for their hostility towards outsiders and are one of the last uncontacted tribes. The Indian government protects the island and its inhabitants, forbidding contact and travel within a certain radius.
Isn't that fun? And at first, they did try to establish contact with them and send people to research them or and I think they eat coconut and fish. And that's what they survive on. So they would try to bring gifts of fish and coconuts, and they would shoot you. And then I think there's only 1 or 2 known people who've made contact with them.
Whoa.
Isn't that interesting?
That is very interesting.
I think we could take a lesson from them. Go back to basics.
Yeah, stick to your own kind.
Well, not that. Not that far.
Is that what they're doing?
Yeah, sure, but like not like that.
They're standing their ground. They're keeping to themselves, making sure there are no trespassers or anyone different than them coming across the line.
Sure, you can take it like that, Sasheer. Also, the only metal they have is from a boat that washed upon the shore, and then they fashioned that into more weapons.
That's really funny.
I like them. They were like, a gift, more weapons to make.
How are they shooting people with guns or with like arrows?
Bows and arrows.
Ah.
But like enough that they can attack and like kill and make it so nobody can go.
Yeah.
Also, I think there was a tsunami in 2000. I've learned so much about them.
Yeah.
There was a tsunami in, I think, 2004. So they sent people to make sure that they were okay. But they're one with the earth. They're fine. They made it to higher ground. And then I think shot and killed the people who came to check on them.
We're just trying to make sure you're
Which I think is really funny.
Yeah.
And I believe it's like there's 500 to 2,000 of these people, and they don't know actually how many. And I'm like, oh my God, that's like so mysterious. I wish I was that mysterious. Like, where is Nicole? Everyone knows where I am at all times.
It's very mysterious, yeah.
I want to go to an island. I want to be in the sun.
Yeah, let's get you to an island.
Get me. Maybe we should go to the island of Marianne.
Yeah, what's it like?
How far away is it? Is there an airport?
Can we get there?
Can we get there? We're really putting you to work today.
Okay. The distance between LAX and the Northern Mariana Islands is it's approximately an 18-hour flight, including transfers.
To where?
Transfers over the ocean in the middle of the sky. I gotta get off the plane.
you just deplane onto another plane in the sky. And this is like this plane's run out of gas now. We gotta go back.
That's so funny.
On a travel website. Now, yeah, you would have to. Okay, so you'd go from LA to Narita. And
Narita.
I know her.
then from there to Singapore. And then this is not making any sense.
Yeah.
This must be it. Yeah, you go to this Saipan International Airport, and then from there you must travel to the islands.
Oh, so they only do flights out of Singapore?
I think so.
But wait, I thought it was near Hawaii. Or was that a different island? Where was it?
Yeah.
Wait, are you sending us to the island where there's hostile people who live there and want to kill us? That would be really funny if TripAdvisor was like, this is how you get there.
Yeah. Like no one wants in there. We're like, we have directions.
We have directions. You can absolutely go.
Seems like a lot of people aren't looking.
Yeah, they're like,
just a question mark. It's like, what, you want to go there?
It's like, if you want to go to an island, you have the Caribbean right there.
There's so many islands we can go to.
Hawaii's right there. Well, not right there. It's a little ways away.
But it's much closer than 18 hours.
It is. But I want to go to Guam.
Yeah.
I mean, what a fun name.
Guam. That is a fun name.
I just went to Guam. I would be like, oh my God, what did you do in Guam?
What is there to do in Guam?
I don't know.
I don't either.
Allie.
Yeah, and just to wrap up the Mariana Islands, it's southeast of Japan, west-southwest of Hawaii, and north of New Guinea, and east of the Philippines.
See, now I need a world map.
Yeah.
I really don't understand that.
We don't understand where that place is.
My concept of where Hawaii and Japan are, that's not making sense in my head.
Okay, the United States is here. Hawaii is here.
Yeah.
Japan is here.
Oh, okay. Great.
I think.
So then Mariana's in between these two?
I think it's I think it's up there.
And then what there is to do in Guam, amazing diving, coral reefs.
Ooh.
So island stuff.
Yeah.
Yes. Just fun island stuff.
Nice.
I would go. Oh, there's that world map. Huh, that's a bad map.
Only got parts of the world.
Oh, it's above Australia.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I guess you do. Maybe.
Wow, that
Wow.
water looks blue. Whoa, Guam.
Wow, it's Guam.
Guam. It's what I've always dreamed of. We should take a break. Persona Nutrition delivers science-backed, personalized vitamin packs that make daily wellness simple and convenient. In just minutes, you get a plan tailored to your health goals. No clutter, no guesswork, just grab-and-go packs designed by experts. Boy, oh boy, your vitamins come in convenient daily packs for morning, evening, and bedtime. No more clutter, no more guesswork. Get a personalized supplement plan in just a few minutes with Persona's free online assessment. With your subscription, you get unlimited free nutritionist consultations, which are included in your plan so you're never on your own. Daily packs are delivered right to your door, making it easy to stay consistent with your health goals. I simply love having these daily packs because I get so confused. I'm like, what do I take in the morning? What do I take in the evening? And this makes it so simple for me. It's just a no-brainer. Go to personanutrition.com/bestfriends today to take the free assessment and get your personalized daily vitamin packs. For an exclusive offer, get 40% off your first order. That's personanutrition.com/bestfriends. Take the free assessment now. I think I'm going to retire to an island.
Nice.
I think that's what I'm going to do.
That sounds great.
Do you think you'll retire to somewhere?
I guess I haven't thought about retiring to somewhere.
Okay, the year is 20-something, and I can't do math that quick. Okay, you're 86 years old, 92 years old. Where are you going to retire to? All of your friends are dead.
Well, damn. I guess it doesn't matter.
It's just you.
It's just me. I don't know.
And a cat that you adopted named Bojangles.
This cat lasted that long?
Well,
At some point,
your last friend died,
Uh-huh.
and then you adopted Bojangles, who's an orange tabby cat that is missing hair in some parts.
Oh. All right.
He has one eye.
All of that seems complicated.
But he's really sweet.
Okay, I do like that. I mean, I plan on going to Okinawa, Japan next year. So I actually still haven't been there yet, but it looks awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And it's an island, and it's where I'm from. So maybe I'll be born there and die there.
I like that. That's full circle.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'd have to go back to Red Bank, New Jersey.
You don't have to.
Well, if I wanted to be a circle. Okay, now create a future for me.
Okay, you're 86 years old. You have a pet turtle. And you race it every morning.
Okay.
And yeah, all your friends are dead. It's just you. Where are you gonna be?
Guam. Or, since I'm so old, maybe I'll try to establish contact with that tribe. And if they kill me, they kill me.
It's a pretty epic way to go.
But maybe they'll be like, turtle? And I'll be like, whoa, you know the word turtle.
They're gonna see you holding the turtle.
Yeah.
And then be like, wait,
Yeah,
is
I
that a
ride
turtle?
on a boat holding a turtle.
And
turtle.
the one English word they know is turtle.
Uh-huh. And then I learn their language and I live out my last days with them.
Okay. I mean, yeah, we don't know how old these people were that were visiting. Maybe they're like, oh, if you're going to live the rest of your days out, you may as well be here.
Yeah.
But if you're young, we don't have room for you here.
We don't have room.
Mm-hmm.
And they're naked. And I'm like, by the time I'm, 90, 80, whatever, let me be naked on an island.
Nice. Yeah. Let it all out.
Yeah, it's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Should we answer questions?
Let's do it.
Yeah, I really want to retire to an island.
Mm-hmm. That does sound nice.
Where's Okinawa?
It's
South?
south of Japan. Or it's in Japan, but very
The
south.
southern part.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's near Nagasaki.
It's not. It's really far.
Mm.
So this is called BFF Euro Trip from Erin. Hi, Nicole and Sasheer and the wonderful team. I'm about to go on a 3-week trip across Europe with my best friend. We've been friends for 20 years, but have never traveled together. Any advice or tips for navigating it once we're there? I'd love to sit in a nice chair, and my best friend has unmedicated ADHD.
Ooh.
Thank you.
We've never done 3 weeks, I don't think. We've done 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think 2 weeks has been our tippity top,
Mm-hmm.
but I think we could do 3
I
weeks.
think we could do 3 weeks, yeah.
This is tough because I think we're both go with the flow kind of people where it's like we wake up and if there is no plans for the day, it's like, I thought of this or we could do this. And it's just like a conversation about like what the best thing is to do.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're like type A and type B people, that might be a little hard.
Yeah. I mean, we don't know what type they are.
No.
I guess.
Have a conversation about what your expectations are for the trip.
That's nice. I do like that. Yeah. And maybe do you have some stuff planned beforehand before you even take the trip? Not completely, because it is nice to have like room for free time or discovering things. But yeah, maybe like, I think the expectation talk would also be helpful because you don't want to assume that your friend knows what's going on and your friend shouldn't assume that you know what's going on. Like, you might have two totally different ideas of what the trip's going to look like.
Yeah. And if they're moving and grooving through Europe, it's like, how are you like on a train? How are you on a plane?
What's your sleep schedule like?
Yeah. Do you sleep during travel? Do you get to the airport early or the train station early? Like, you should have all those conversations.
Do you need a white noise machine to go to sleep?
I don't know why I thought you were going to say a wet nap, like a wet wipe thing. And I was like, why would they need a wet wipe? But white noise machine makes sense.
Yeah. Or do you use wet wipes to clean everything?
Yeah, how clean are you?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to go out to eat for dinner? Or do you want to like go to the grocery store and like cook? Or, well, if you're in a hotel. Well, if you're in an Airbnb.
Yeah, they might be in Airbnbs, so they might want to cook.
Yeah, I think it's just having a full-blown conversation where you don't have to go through every day, but be like, if you don't have like the big things planned, plan the big things. Like, do you want to spend a day at the museums or do you want to like go to the coast of somewhere? Like, just, plan that out.
Yeah.
And then live day by day.
Let's live, laugh, love.
Live, laugh, love, day by day.
Oh, dear Lord.
These things I...
That was 3 things?
I don't know.
That was these things I pray.
These
things I
pray.
These things I pray.
To love
Thee more dearly, day by day. Love thee more nearly, day by day. Love thee more.
What's our next question? Because that one was solved.
Hi, Nicole and Sasheer. Love the podcast and thank you for all that you do to help me stay sane. I was wondering if you have any advice for a friend who is a terrible interrupter. For context, this person is my friend and roommate that I met through a mutual friend who knew that I was looking for a roommate. Since then, we've become good friends and live together very well. The only problem is she's a terrible interrupter. I mean, it's truly unbelievable. She does it so often that I'm starting to question her self-awareness. I don't know if our other friends notice it. It's kind of a hard thing to bring up. I'm sure I notice it more than anyone because we live together. I thought about just kindly telling her that she does this, but we haven't known each other for that long. And knowing her personality and her insecurities, I don't think she would take it well. I've also tried saying things like what I was going to say was, or as I was saying, but she either doesn't notice or doesn't care. Our living situation has been really good so far, but this makes me angry, and when I'm annoyed with her, it's about this. I don't want to mess things up, but I also don't want to let my annoyance fester. Any advice? Thank you.
I do think you should say something because, you don't want to let it fester and like just keep collecting annoyances every time you have a conversation. But also, like, I don't know I have no idea how to fix this either because we have a friend who interrupts and I've tried to like get in there with what I want to say or like wait till they're done talking and then be like, and here's my side of what I want to say. But like, yeah, I And also, I've actually said out loud, like, I don't like when people interrupt me. Or, like, I can't, like, if it, you know, it doesn't feel good when, like, it feels like people are just talking over me and I don't get a word in. And then, but, like, it hasn't changed. So then I don't know. I don't know what to do about that.
I don't know either because I have the same problem. And I've started to just keep talking, and then it turns into talking at each other. And then, like, the volume gets raised, and I'm like, who's going to win? It's going to be you. It'll just be you. I will. Yes, that's what happens. And my therapist has said that I should just go, hey, girl, I was talking here.
Hey, girl.
And she was like, you know, put it in your own words. But, like, the sentiment's like, hey, can I just finish what I was saying real quick?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I've said that. And they're like, well, let me just finish what I'm saying real quick. And I'm like, well, all right.
Like,
I don't know.
I tried.
So this is tough.
It's pretty tough. Yeah, I guess if you're a person who interrupts, I think, you know, the person who wrote in kind of clocked it. They probably don't have self-awareness or, like, they just really can't see that, like, oh, like, the other person also needs to get words in too, or like I should pause for a second to listen, which sounds so basic, but it's like that's how a conversation works.
Yes.
And how do you explain that to somebody?
I don't know, but sometimes I do things that I don't realize. Like, I actually do not realize. Like, that nice man who's in my life, I didn't realize that when I get excited, I turn directly to his face and scream the things I'm excited about. And he very kindly one day was like, hey, I love you very much, but sometimes when you get excited, you scream so loud directly into my face. And I went, me? No, I don't. And then, not 5 minutes later, I was like, oh, boy. And he went, hey. And I went, oh, no, that was it. And he was like, uh-huh. And then last night, I got excited about something. And I gently turned my face away and screamed. And he went, it's not. He's like, I know you're working on it. But maybe when you're excited, you don't scream.
That's really funny. You're like, so the problem is me turning to your face. I'll just turn away from you and scream.
Well, if I had turned all the way around, but his face was here and I just turned like this.
Just like beside his face.
And he was like, no, not that one either. And then I did do one where I turned fully around. He went, there we go.
So it's just the back of your head. He's looking at you.
Yeah,
Screaming.
Oh my God. So maybe, and I haven't tried this with my friend who interrupts, but I think maybe I could be like, hey, did you know you interrupt a lot? Like one-on-one.
Yeah.
And then, like, when she does it, be like, there it is I'm sorry to point it out.
Yeah.
Which is,
Yeah.
Because it was really helpful. I really didn't know that I would turn to him, open my mouth, and, like, scream. And he was like, you do it right by my ear, too. He's like, you kind of, like, lean in.
I think that's good. Yeah. I like that. Because even if it doesn't change immediately or at all, you did say it once. So it kind of gives you the open door to keep being like, hey, this is what I was talking about. It's happening right now, you know, as opposed to, like, I guess, yeah, like bringing it up, like, around other people or just keeping it to yourself. Or hinting at it. Yeah, if you a one-on-one talk of like, I don't know if you realize this. And then, yeah, it could be as like, I guess, understanding as possible. Like, you know, you're probably so excited to talk and I love hearing you talk, but it's a little hard for me to like get my opinions in a conversation. And I think what like makes me excited about hanging out with you is the back and forth that we have. So I would love if you can like have a moment to like see when I'm trying to talk or like actually hear what I'm saying and like let me get in there. And then if it happens in real time, you'd be like, okay, that's what I was talking about. And hopefully eventually they're like more aware of it.
And I think the key to criticizing like a characteristic of somebody is saying, I'm saying this lovingly. I'm not like trying to offend you. I love who you are as a person. Because I needed to hear all those things before I was told I screamed in their face.
Yeah.
Which even like recanting it does sound crazy that I scream in someone's face.
I
and
believe
didn't know it.
I'm not surprised at all.
Do I scream in your face? I know in the car I make loud yelps and you get scared.
Yeah, that does happen.
I'm sorry.
You gasp, you scream. You say, look. I'm like, I'm driving.
Sometimes there's things you gotta see.
I'm trying to be safe. I don't know if you scream in my face, but also I don't know. I think I'm maybe just used to your levels, your highs, your lows. You know.
Okay. Solved.
Solved. There was a moment where you.
I would put my fingers in your face.
Yeah,
and I didn't know.
And I did tell you. I was like, hey, this is this thing that you do where you put your hands and your fingers in my face. And I would like you to stop. And you're like, why would I do that? And I was like, I also don't know. But I would like it to stop.
Did you have to tell me multiple times?
Yeah. Or I think there was a moment where you did it again. I was like, that's what I'm talking about. And you're like, oh, I guess I did do it. But then I think pretty quickly you did stop.
What? Was I like wiggling fingers? What was I doing?
I think maybe you were wiggling fingers or like pointing or I don't know. It was like how you were like expressing something. I don't know, but they were always in my face.
I'm a nightmare human.
And
I'm screaming, I'm pointing.
I think I noticed it more because you smoked all the time.
So it's like,
not only are your hands here in my periphery, but I'm smelling the smoke. Yeah.
I'll forever be sorry about that.
It's okay. I'm glad that you were able to make the adjustment.
Here's the thing. I'm having like a little bit of, not like an identity crisis, but I'm like, I do yell when I'm excited. Do I get up and yell?
No, I don't think you get up and yell. I don't think so.
But I have to yell.
Yeah. Sometimes you'll straighten your whole body and be like, oh my God. But you'll still be seated. Or you'll slide. Like, oh my God.
I do slide. And it's also really wild to see somebody do that because I was like, oh, I do that. I also do a thing when I'm flabbergasted. I'll sit right up. Like if I'm reclining, I'll sit up and be like, what? Sasheer, last night, so that nice man and I were talking about how you make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Oh, yeah. I assumed it was a conversation you were already having because you were texting.
Well, because I needed an opinion and I'm in the minority. I'll ask you guys too. So peanut butter and jelly sandwich, are you using one knife or two knives?
I'm using a knife and a spoon, to be honest. Because I think that it's easier to spread jelly with the back of a spoon.
Casey?
I use one knife.
That seems to be the consensus. Everybody's using one knife, and then there's freaks who use spoons. The spoon blew me away. The spoon, when I read about the spoon, my body went straight. And I was like, what do you mean? We're ladling jelly?
I mean, it does make sense. Like, that. Yeah, if you use a knife, it's probably going to slide off the knife. But I guess I don't care. I also haven't made a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in years, maybe decades.
Nobody has.
It was also funny because on our group text, people were like, well, when I'm at somebody else's house, I use two knives to be respectful. And I'm like, when are you making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches at somebody else's house?
You never know.
But I'm a guest. And I'm making a PB&J.
And then I have another question. When you sleep, I don't remember what your answer was. Tummy, side, or back?
Side.
That's so wild that you immediately had an answer. Because my question was, well, what are the conditions of the sleep?
Oh.
Am I very tired? Am I not that tired?
Yeah.
Am I just napping? Different positions for different types of sleep.
Interesting. No, it feels bad for my body to sleep on my stomach or my back.
Oh.
Like my lower back will hurt in either of those positions.
Interesting. When I'm going for a hard slumber where my mouth is open, I'm like side and tummy.
Okay.
And then if I'm falling back asleep from like waking up at 8 a.m. and I should just stay awake, but I'm like, I'll just have a little naparoo, that's on my back.
Oh. Do you feel like you're more alert on your back or like ready to wake up?
Maybe.
Like, it's not as deep of a sleep.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I'm going for. But I'm in full REM sleep when I'm napping for 2 hours.
You're like, but I'll wake up soon because I'm on my back.
Wow. We should end this episode.
Okay. That was a fun one, huh?
It was a fun one, huh?
Did you think?
For whatever reason, I don't believe that you thought it was a fun one.
I do.
It was a fun one, huh?
I don't know. I'm just having a good time.
I'm just Sasheer, it was a fun one.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, I always have fun with you.
I always have fun with you.
All right.
See you later.
That was a fun one, huh?
Oh, wait. If you want to ask your questions or queries to us in between our fun times, you can call or text or leave a voice message at 323-238-6554. We also have an email at nicoleandsasheer@gmail.com. All right. Goodbye.
I've never been more useless. Sorry.
That was a Headgum podcast.